Hello? Anybody? Chat? Chat? Hello? First. I think we back. Are we back? Sup, beach? Okay, Madonna. You know what, Madonna? For that fucking comment, you get an ad. Iron completed. Good shit. Uh, Anton? Anton? I hope I'm pronouncing that right. Greetings from Germany. What's going on, man? Michaels. Feeling a rip today. Me too. Me too. Here's this is Germany's price chart actually. Where'd Bigums go? Jesus, was watching commercials on your other vids. Yes, welcome. A couple of people I told I like the stock bought it last week at 38, so I'm pop. Yeah, 28.66, which is like 34.04 in USD, I believe. Let's see. Let's see. Oh, it's showing. That's lit. Thanks for having the wrong fucking monitor. Fucking dumbass. $34.96. Jesus. Okay. Let's see. You know, you gotta hand it to your opponents. If nothing else, they've dragged this shit out as long as they could. Yeah. Yeah, I say that a lot. Like, I know that one day somebody is gonna make a highlight out of this and try to fucking make some shit out of it. But I will always respect Ken Griffin. I will always respect fucking Gabe Plotkin. I will always respect every fucking hedgie there is because of the fact that this is their game, right? And they've been playing this game for a while. This has been their livelihoods for a long time. And I don't respect them morally. I don't respect them personally. I think that every bit of personal attribute to them is disgraceful. But for the sake of the game and as a form of honor, right? I respect them for everything they've been able to do thus far. You know, this is their territory. I respect them for that. It's a form of honor, right? To respect one's opponent, and it's typically or one's enemy. And it's typically when you cease to respect the enemy that the enemy is able to advance. And in lieu of that, that's what happened is they started to disrespect and underestimate retail. Despite that, uh, it is now their turn to respect their enemy, which is us, and accept their defeat and handle it gracefully. It's like this is how I think of it. It was when Tom Cruise's character kills this guy's brother.
This temple.
Motherfucker. The fuck was? What was his fucking character's name? Yeah, it was this. Hopefully I don't get copywritten for this. Okay, so this was Tom Cruise's like right-hand man, right? This guy is fucking the ninja's leader's second right-hand man, who is also his brother, right? This may as well be Tom's brother though, or Nathan's brother. The way that I view all this is pretty much this scene. Amazing movie, by the way. Where the fuck is my charger? Alright, so this guy is the ninja's leader's brother. He just fucking shanked his brother. And then right before his men were gonna kill him, he tells him to stop. But they later reflect on how it was an honorable death, right? And I think honor is a huge part of everything in life. And even if you're defeated, you have to take that defeat gracefully, because that's ultimately that yeah, of course it got fucking blocked. That's great. Is it still live at least? Okay, it's still live. Cool. But that's how I interpret all this and a lot of things in life ever since. Um, but there's honor in defeat and there's honor in victory. But a lot of people only concern themselves with their victories, and the victories are not what help you grow in any hobby, any passion, or in life. It's always the defeats. And I think once once you can learn to take your defeats with grace and sensibility, that's when you can grow the most. All right, let me catch up on chat here. Let's see. Yoseras? Yoseras? I hope I'm pronouncing that right. I apologize if I'm not. Uh, Greetings from Germany? I'm guessing that means Germany. I think Kenny got rich off the 80s crash. He got bailed out in '08, and he's betting on the reset to siphon. Yeah, exactly. He's betting on the reset to siphon off our wealth. It's impressive in a lizard brain kind of way. Yeah, that's what I mean. Like that's Wall Street, right? And that's where the battle is taking place is in Wall Street. So you have to recognize the enemy for where they come from, and this is where they come from. We're in their territory, and we've won. And being able to realize that and appreciate that allows for one to ultimately make the most of it. Um, Yo, Bailey's, what's going on? Scientology is a hell of a drug. Yeah, it is. If you're given a job to do, a set of rules to play within, and an understanding of how far you can push the rule makers, then you do it. They're soulless, but to not deny that they are good at what they do. That's a delusion. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. I'm not saying I respect them at any level other than the level we're playing in. It's disgusting who these people are and what nobody knows about them, right? But as far as where the battle has taken place, you have to respect them for it. You have to respect them at the level of the warrior, personally, and every other facet to humanity. Fucking terrible people. Samurai, thank you. Jesus Christ, I cannot believe I just really fucked that up. Samurai, thank you. Thank you, thank you. Gotta love when the brain says no sleep. Well, hey, I hope you have a good place to let your mind roam away with here. Hope you're doing all right, random undead. Gotta wake up in 2 hours? Fuck that shit. Defeats are great for growing until there's a sword penetrating your organs. Yeah, absolutely. Bailouts equal money to the apes via AMC. Yeah, exactly. Yep. What's your thoughts on how high Hood will go? That's a good question. Uh, the problem with Robinhood's stock is that they just and it was G Thanks who sent me this. They just filed with the SEC for a clarification, basically, is what it comes out to. A clarification that allows them to issue out is like 25 billion shares. So at any point in time, and this is just me paraphrasing, I'm not sure on the logistics of it, but at any point in time, they're authorized to issue out up to 25 billion shares. And for context, I said this earlier, but I really want to drive this home because when you're dealing with numbers all day, you become desensitized to to the magnitude of what they really are. You know, there's 1,000 millions for every 1 billion. So if you took the number 1 million times 1,000, okay, a million of something times 1,000 of that comes out to 1 billion, right? There's 25 billion shares that are authorized. That is 25. That is. Uh, that's 25,000 million shares. Okay? 25,000 million. Okay? In other words, 25 billion shares that can be issued out. That is an ungodly number. An ungodly number. Okay? AMC has 500 million shares in its float. GameStop has 40 million. They're authorizing 25 billion. Sometimes I stop and think how we just walked out of the water one day and now we have this system. Yeah. 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 Realizing that we're just a bunch of monkeys with meaty, fatty brains now. We evolved a couple layers for abstraction in our brains and opposable thumbs, binocular vision, bipedal hominids that have created this number system that, yeah, it's fucking amazing. When is the hearing? God, I don't know, but I look forward to it. Beautiful gold top. Thank you. Thank you, thank you. I've wanted that guitar since I was a kid. Yeah, Hood's a good swing opportunity. Bill Nye up in here. Well, it's important to remember because it's easy just with all of the with everything else going on in the background and numbers lose their meaning when you're dealing with them all the time. So when you really think about what they what they translate to in real terms is something that has to be remembered. I was thinking it might go over 100 by Friday, then rug pull. Yeah, it wouldn't surprise me. And 25 billion synthetics. Yeah, who knows? Who knows? There's a good analogy for the scale of these numbers we can't comprehend. 1 million seconds is like 11 days. Yeah. 1 million seconds is 11 days. 1 billion seconds is 33 years. Yeah. Yep. Yep. There's 86,400 seconds in a day. Right? I think sometimes viewer counts are a good thing to look at in terms of comprehending numbers. They have 35 viewers. You have 35 viewers now. As a number written down, it seems small, but imagine talking to a room of 32. Yeah. Yeah. I think about it all the time. I think about it all the fucking time, actually. I try to always keep an alternative lens to whatever it is that I'm looking at or talking about or listening to, uh, where I can interpret something vicariously through some other means. That scene from The Big Short when he says "Don't dance," telling them about the suicides that happen when unemployment goes up. That's real. Yeah. Yeah. Yep. Yep. That's a good fucking point. That's a good fucking point. That's a great fucking point. Let's see if I can pull that up.
Stop. Stop. Stop that. Charlie. Stop it. Stop. What? You have any idea what you just did?
Oh, come on, we just made the deal of our lifetimes. We should celebrate.
You just bet against the American economy.
Fuck yeah, we did.
Yeah.
Fuck yeah.
Which means,
Oh.
if we're right, people lose homes, people lose jobs, people lose retirement savings, people lose pensions. You know what I hate about fucking banking? It reduces people to numbers. Here's a number. Every 1% unemployment goes up, 40,000 people die. Did you know that?
No.
Did you know that?
No, I didn't know that.
We were just excited,
Just don't fucking dance.
All right.
Where are you going? Whoa, I just got really scared.
It's a real fucking figure, man. It's a real fucking figure. That movie's called The Big Short, by the way. If you need something to do, watch that. It's a fantastic movie. Speaking of Carl Sagan, the pale blue dot is a good tool to put things into perspective. Give it a read. Oh yeah, I love Carl Sagan. I've listened to a lot of his talks and musings, and the pale blue dot in particular. I remember when I first saw it. It was junior year of high school, and it was a mind-boggling thing to me. Somebody, I don't know if I don't know if it was official or not, but somebody they had a recording of him reading the pale blue dot out loud, and yeah, it was such a eye-opening thing. Yeah, the housing crisis of '08 was never fixed. My theory is that there's always been this pocket of debt that just gets moved around between different financial instruments, and we see it creep its ugly head out every 10 to 15 years. That's what this is. That's what the squeeze is. This has been going on for a long time. I was looking forward to Top Gun 2 in November, but stuff might be closed again by then. Yeah, I too have been looking forward to it because that's a movie that me and my dad, the original one, we would watch all the time when I was a kid, and to be able to take him to an AMC theater and watch it with him, that was the second Top Gun is something I've been dreaming about ever since I found out about it. I'll watch that trailer and it'll bring me to tears every time I hear that that theme song. Like it takes me back to when I was a kid, and to think that I can take my dad to go see it with money that I've earned, whatever, uh, as my own man. To be able to take my dad out and go watch that at the theater that uh, has brought me a lot of good fortune my way is something I look forward to. Like I took my dad to see Guns N' Roses back in 2019. Yeah, late 2019, and for like half of that concert, I fucking cried. He and I just cried because it was, to me, it was this band that has always kept me who I am and helped me figure out who I am. To see them in person, because I never thought I'd ever be able to do that, not in this lifetime. Everybody in my life told me I shouldn't listen to them because I started listening to them when I was like 8. And my dad was always there to say, don't beat him up for it. Like okay, they cuss and they do this and that, and you think he's never gonna hear a cuss word? You think he's never gonna be offered some dope? You think he's never gonna run into conflict? Uh, if it wasn't for Guns N' Roses, I wouldn't be here. You guys wouldn't be watching me. Even the graphics here are made out of uh, the album cover of Appetite for Destruction. The graphics are inspired by that. I will forever pay homage to GNR. And that idea that everything that created who I am, the kid that thought he would never get anywhere, the kid that would always fucking cry himself to sleep, the kid that got bullied, the kid that got just the shit kicked out of him for being who he wanted to be, now has life by the balls. And so to think that I was that same fucking kid, literally that was me. And it's a dissociative thing that happens when I think back to those times, because it's like how like it doesn't make, I can't fathom it. I can't fathom the idea that that was me. Uh, it's like the Phoenix where you ascend from what destroyed you, and Guns N' Roses is that, and Top Gun also has a lot of attachment with that sentiment. So I don't think COVID is gonna blow up the way it did in 2020, where everything went fucking haywire and lockdowns, and with the way that politics has evolved in the topic of COVID, if there were lockdowns that were mandated, I mean, half of the half of American politics would lose their shit. Republicans of all sorts would lose their shit, and you would find the extremism of that. Not extremism. You would find the zealotry rather prevent that from happening. So I don't think we'll see lockdowns like that again. Uh, and economically, we can't handle it. We couldn't handle it the first time, and now there's a lot of talks of how COVID was not as bad as the media presented it, and I think that kind of stuff will come out soon. Let me catch up here. My bad. Jenny, what's going on? Trailer looks good. Hope you can take him. Me too. Me too. Let's watch it. Fuck it. Let's hope I don't get fucking copyrighted for this. Wait.
Classic.
Ooh. Let's watch this real quick and then we'll get to the other video. Pre-market opens in 20 minutes, by the way. Is this the official? No, this is not the official.
+30 years of service. Combat medals, citations. Only man to shoot down 3 enemy planes in the last 40 years. Yet you can't get a promotion, you won't retire. Despite your best efforts, you refuse to die.
I'm so fucking tired of YouTube
You should be
defaulting
at
to
least a
shit quality.
2-star admiral by now. Yet here you are. Captain. What is that?
It's one of life's mysteries, sir.
The end is inevitable, Maverick. Your kind is headed for extinction.
Maybe so, sir. But not today.
Not today. Oh, man. Side note, a friend of mine's wife helped edit the trailers and spots for this new Top Gun. What? Yo, that's fucking sweet. What the fuck? That's fucking badass. Oh, I've got that upload done, Madonna. I'm gonna share it with you right now. Why does it not let, what? Oh, it's processing. It's on Google Drive. Does Tom Cruise age? Of course not. Scientology, baby.
Speak, I mean, I'll probably be better classified as a deep value investor, right?
If there's one active investment strategy you should learn about as a risk-taking retail degenerate, it's this one.
By the way, this guy, Benjamin, fucking amazing videos. I love this guy to death. He does some hilarious shit. Check out his channel, subscribe to him. Fucking top tier.
Not just like fuck it risk, your usual strategy, but asymmetric risk. Risk that actually
I'm
wins
hoping that
with
one day
positive-
I have a fucking video of me on his channel. That's the level that we're going for, okay? I want to see myself on this motherfucking YouTube channel. Okay? Make that a part of the clip. Make that a part of the fucking video. This shit right here. Do it!
of expectancy. What is deep value investing? What advantages does it offer you as a retail trader? And how did deep fucking value use this strategy to make tens of millions of dollars? It's literally written into his name. Ray Dalio said, you have to be an independent thinker in markets to be successful, because the consensus is built into the price. If we want to learn about the ripe deep value opportunities that exist every day, we have to visit a more interesting area of the stock market. Deep below the mainstream analyst coverage, below Amazon and Facebook, there's a whole other world that exists. Plastic manufacturing companies, silverware distribution logistics firms, fraudulent accounting practices, and sketchy illiquid options. Me, I can't guide you through this strange world. There are other shamans who do that. I'm just a translator. But why would you venture into this uncharted territory in the first place? There's plenty of money to be lost up here in the safe zone. In short, it's because some of the
They
greatest
got fucking Bill
opportunities
Huang
lie
there.
where no one else is willing to look. By no one else, I mean there's still a lot of people looking down here too. In the large cap universe, there's less unrecognized value to be unlocked. A lot of these companies are experiencing the temporary periods of peak performance before competition emerges. As humans, we also tend to extrapolate growth.
Remember, competition is what allows for profit in any market. But more importantly, what he's saying is that right now with the bull market we're in, companies are hitting all-time highs. It's the flourishing of the competition where you make a lot of money as an investor, right? Not financial advice, by the way. That's the thing that has to be remembered about markets, is that it's all relative. When people see a company going down, it's like, oh no, like Apple's down 5%, hypothetically. Well, inversely, somebody who's short on that or has gone long with puts, it's a great day for them. And then whoever, for whatever reason that Apple is down, let's say it's because of a competition related thing, for simplicity, maybe there's another fucking company called Orange that is taking off, right? Anybody who bought into Orange is having a great fucking day. It's all relative.
Growth and decline trends linearly. Amazon will keep growing forever, GameStop will keep sucking forever. Wait. And now it makes sense. If we want to understand deep value, we have to shift our definition of what value is. After all, most of you have probably heard people say that value has underperformed growth for decades. So what really is value? When I'm talking about value in the context of DFV's strategy, I'm not necessarily talking about discounts between price and intrinsic value. With a lot of the companies he's looking at, there's so much uncertainty about the future that estimating any kind of accurate intrinsic value can be very difficult. In one of his videos, he claims,
Many people think that it matters like getting an accurate valuation, right? But that's ridiculous. Like, no one cares. Who cares? No one cares if you can accurately value a stock, which is, you can't even get an accurate, precise value, right? That's ridiculous. But
I really like this idea of nobody caring about valuations. When using a strategy like his, you're often dealing in companies with low liquidity, no analyst coverage, no real mainstream marketing that attracts attention. This is a blessing and a curse. It means you might find real discrepancies between price and value. But really, what's the difference if no one knows or
That discrepancy is what allows for huge profits to happen.
Cares. Value-based investing strategies tend to perform well when there's more turnover and churn in the market, companies frequently falling out of favor, then making a resurgence. In recent years, we've seen more winner-take-all economics. People think this is one of the reasons why value has been underperforming. That's why I really like his idea that pure value isn't a driver for above-market returns.
What matters is incorporating those values into a framework that you can leverage over time to profit, to outperform the market. I mean, that's what matters. So unless you have it's the framework that matters.
But does he have a framework that really works? Was GameStop just a lucky win? I went back to the oldest uploaded stream on YouTube that allows us...
Going through DFV's old videos, by the way, top-notch fucking quality of information. The dude is so fucking smart. Just plain and simple. Just listening to his old streams and going to the parts that, like, you think wouldn't have any or a value to them, no pun intended, where it's like the stream itself seems like it's going slow, like nothing's happening. His interjections and his commentary to random tidbits has so much fucking wisdom to it, man. Go back, like, I don't care, like, leave this stream right fucking now and go watch DFV's old videos. Seriously. Don't watch my shit. Go watch DFV's old content and just digest it.
To see his portfolio. Let's take a look at the top 10 biggest positions in his portfolio. How have they returned since this video? So there's only 2 positions that haven't at least doubled since July 13th of 2020. Beyond that, I'm guessing he bought most of these closer to the pandemic sell-off, which means he probably owns them at a much lower cost basis than the price we see here. Basically just adjust all of these returns even higher. Safe to say whatever framework he's using is good. Very good. Better than the framework I use, which returns negative 50% per month. So what is that framework? There are a few staples of deep value opportunities that we need to consider. We'll then look at some of the practical strategies DFV uses to uncover these opportunities. So as we descend into uncharted waters, what are the common traits we're looking for? Clustered insider buying. DFV weighs this very heavily in his analysis. Insiders might sell their shares for any number of reasons, but they buy them for only one. They think the price will rise. Insider buying from multiple executives is a great vote of confidence. Who would know better than a company's management team where the share price is going to go? You can check for insider transactions using a website called Open Insider. The more green you see, the better. This isn't really enough to be indicative of anything. Ideally, you'd like to see cluster buying with higher volume. 3 to 5 executives buying upwards of $200,000 worth of shares each is a great indicator that insiders think the share price is about to move upwards. Looking at DFV's top position from earlier, we can see that during the COVID sell-off, multiple insiders started buying up their discounted shares. And as you can probably guess, it worked out pretty well for them.
I'm often investing in leveraged companies, but I'm trying to assess them. So I spend a lot of my time assessing credit risk, right? What's the likelihood of this company going bankrupt in the near term? And if not, could it survive and thrive and all that stuff, right? So
when you're shooting for 50 to 100% returns per year, you're going to have to get good at dealing with some risky companies. Stocks with a sizable value discount are usually priced that way for good reasons. I'm not going to bore you with solvency ratios in this video. Instead, if you want to learn about the boring but equally important parts of this strategy like analyzing credit risk, I'm doing a full deep value-esque analysis on my Patreon. All of the money you pledge gets donated to Wall Street in an account where I test out different strategies. Right now we're looking for some deep value opportunities on there. The link is down in the description. The one credit risk measure we can talk about is the yield on a company's publicly traded debt. So a company issues bonds to raise money. Those bonds are given a rating based on how safe they are. The more safe they are, the lower their interest payments or yield. A higher interest payment means a bond is more risky and vice versa. A bond's yield is also inversely correlated with its price. When yield goes up, price goes down. When yield goes down, price goes up. There are 2 places you can go to look for useful credit information. The first thing you can do is look up company ticker credit rating. You might have to sift through some irrelevant information, but it's usually not too hard to find a rating. Another thing to keep in mind is that the actual ratings are usually not as meaningful as the reasoning behind the rating. So any credit analysis you can find from ratings agencies is the really beneficial part. The other thing you can do is see if the company you're researching has publicly traded debt. If you go to the FINRA bond lookup, you can search to see if a company has issued publicly traded bonds.
That's when you're really digging deep and you just need to assess, is this company going bankrupt? Can it survive another year? Because that's when you make the most money. When perceptions go from the company's dead to, oh shit, maybe it's going to survive another year or two, and then boom, 3x, 4x overnight.
DFV describes the verge of bankruptcy as often being a ripe opportunity for an investor like him to take a risk that's asymmetrical to the reward. As the business runs smoothly over its lifetime from an operational perspective, we're trying to find companies that, despite falling out of favor, still have financials that would indicate a track record of good performance. Basically, their share price is depressed because of external market factors instead of poor decisions from management. I think one of the best places to do this is a website called Ticker Terminal. If you go to sign up, they say they'll put you on a wait list, but I found that it only took them a few days to give me a free account. In here you can see you have access to every financial ratio you could ever want. When you get excited by actual financial ratios on a screen, that's when you know you're in way too deep. The nice thing as well is that it's laid out very visually, which I think makes it a lot easier to understand. It reminds me of the colored pencil artwork I usually do for my analysis. This is when the real due diligence comes in. So the company's trading at a low valuation? Why is it trading at a low valuation? What was happening in the world when it was doing better before? Does that thing happen in cycles? What's management's plan to survive? Do other people think this plan might work? Just make sure to take an extra Adderall coffee when you do this. How might all of these criteria fit together into a systematic approach to investing? If we had to simplify DFV's strategy into a formula, what would it be? Well, unfortunately, you really can't. He even says it himself.
And then at this point in my career, a big part of my process is just feel. I can't really boil it down to strict buy and sell criteria. And believe me, I tried. I mean, I feel like all value investors try to do this checklist and everything like that.
If it was easy to quantify a deep value investing approach, every opportunity would have been arbitraged away by quants on Wall Street a long time ago. So in a sense, the fact that it's complicated is a good thing. Markets with lower liquidity and less analyst coverage can bring rise to big opportunities if you know the right places to look. Once we find these opportunities, what are the strategies we can use to capitalize on them? DFV claims that he's always on the lookout for attractively priced long-term call options. In the small cap deep value markets, options tend to be overpriced to compensate for the sporadic movements of share prices. When looking at a small cap options chain, just apply the same critical thinking you would usually use. Hopefully not that. You know what? Just stay away from sketchy, illiquid, overpriced options. They introduce unnecessary risk on top of the risk you're already taking. Buying shares in 99% of cases makes a lot more sense. How many different positions should we hold in our portfolio? Around 15 to 20 usually makes sense. That being said, more diversification will never hurt you in a portfolio filled with a lot of companies on the verge of bankruptcy. What have we learned? If you want to learn to trade like the legends, you're going to have to learn to train like the legends. And unfortunately, this isn't some Mr. Miyagi cool training. Your training consists of reading financial statements, analyzing credit risk, and just doing a lot of things that are probably going to temporarily make you hate your life. Is it all worth it? To hit multi-baggers like this? And this? I'll cut my own arms and legs off to do that.
Pre-market in 4 manitos. Dude, I don't know what the fuck this was with GameStop, but fucking crazy, man. Okay, I wanna So I think because I'm just now going through puberty at 22, I have like thicker beard hair growing in, and it's causing these fucking painful fucking, what do you call it? Ingrown hairs. It hurts like fucking hell. David, what's going on, man? Passing out for an hour, still going to have the stream up. Scream if we moon. Thanks for the entertainment. Hey, Nathan. Thank you, man. Appreciate it. Try to get some rest. Wait till they're growing in your nostrils. No, I already have nose hair. That shit fucking sucks too. Should exfoliate? Hmm. 4 a.m. Let's get it. Yeah, I'll do some exfoliation later on. Should see some ripping happen. Yeah. Fuck off with that bullshit. What the fuck is going on? Hello? What the fuck? Hot towel on the face? Okay. Yeah, I gotta do that. Gotta do that soon, because this shit fucking hurts. Whew, IWM. Shooting up already. What the fuck is this shit? What? What the hell is going on with the charts? What? Something's fucking weird here. It was just at 33.50. What? It was just at 33.59. What the fuck is going on? The GME spike was from the S&P 400, according to Dave Lauer. Okay. GME hasn't opened apparently. They're still closed. Something's weird. Something is weird. Something is weird. I don't know what the fuck's going on. Something's fucking weird. What's Thinkorswim saying? Yeah, the volume shows 668. Holy shit. What the fuck? Okay. GME just jumped 1% in a single candle. Yahoo Finance is 33.69 for pre-market. GME's volume is 2, by the way. Here's IJR, which is an ETF that has a lot of exposure with GameStop. IWM is heavy exposure for AMC. So AMC's right here, GME's right here, IWM right here, IJR right here. What the fuck is IJR doing? Dude, I need Charlie in here. What the fuck? So just because there's like no volume going on, I'm gonna use Heikin-Ashi candles because those can illustrate the movements much better because when you're using a standard candle, it's not gonna fill in the gap from here to here. Heikin-Ashi will fill in those gaps though. Chris, give me 1 second. Yo, look at this. There's like no... Holy fuck. What the f... Oh, just because... Damn it. Just because of this. Yeah, GME is doing something, man. This is really fucking weird. Here's also something that's weird. So I have AMC pulled up right here. The so this gray histogram right here is share lending, right? Just share lending volume. So it can be somebody giving shares to lend or somebody returning shares. Either or, you can't really tell. But the last time we had share lending this low was here, here, and even here. But every time the share lending goes super low, you see the price run up. See back here, it was super low. We've never, I don't think we've ever seen share lending be this low before. The last time it was this low was right before this run up, which eventually became the run up to 72. So that's super, super, super interesting. I'm not I'm not sure who would be lending. I've always had the theory it was BlackRock, but now the lending is super low. Why would you borrow shares and then not short them? Any reason besides that? It could just be for market making, you know? Like just because as a market maker, your job is to fulfill orders, right? If you're a Citadel, if you're a Virtu, if you're a whomever, your job is to have a buyer and a seller. And you pocket the difference in that spread. So if you have an order at uh, if you have a buy order at 10.99 and a sell order at 11.01, you would fulfill the order in the middle at $11, and then you would take half a penny from each side because the delta is a penny on the buy side and then a penny on the sell side. You cut the difference in half and you pocket the difference. If you don't have anybody selling, then you would short the order to then go and source a share later on. So that way you're preserving liquidity and you're also fulfilling both parties, the buyer and the seller. But if there's no seller, then you have to short. And in benevolent terms, not in a predatory fashion where you're trying to slam the price, not like that. Surgery at 11 a.m. Broken hip. I'm in. Oh man, Jenny, I hope you're okay. Holy shit. I'm in the hospital parking lot. Can't be inside because of COVID regulations, so I wanted to know I'm super close to him. I'm so sorry to hear that. Oi. Oi, fucking broke. That does not sound fun at all. trying to see if I can get Charlie in here. Alright, let's have some fun here. What? I don't have fucking Python installed? What the fuck? What? Sorry, Joe. Catch me up. What's Reverend muttering about? Who the fuck is Say? I keep hearing that name. Who is Say? Let me throw some tunes on. I want to do. I want to play rock and roll, but I fucking don't have. What do you call it? I would get gaped by copyright, so I'm just gonna throw this into the background. Where's my fucking nicotine? Fucking Charlie, man. Oh my god. Is the music okay? Volume-wise? Morning, Sam. It's Mac Attack. What's going on? Need some advice, as I know you've had your DD and work stolen. I've just found out I have had mine stolen as well. What the fuck? Link me. I'll tear this cocksucker a new one. Yeah, it's pretty unkosher to ask somebody about their position. Oh shit, Dave mode incoming. It's a terrible thing, man. Like seriously, it's just fucking disgusting. Especially when they turn around and try to get YouTube revenue off of it. You know? There's a difference between citing and full-on stealing. Credits me at the start, but I tried out to speak to them and had nothing in return. Can you link me? Link me.
Hi. Ape Nation, this is Clay from Finance News. We have a huge AMC update for you today, but before we get into it, please smash that thumbs up button and hit subscribe. While you're down there, check out our description for viewing up to 750 earnings call. Will be webcast so you can listen. For the first time ever, we will be tuner Missouri Hill Trey Hurstis. Guys, hello Motos. Edit 1, the bill hasn't passed yet, just through the first stage. Doesn't change any of the information on the PFOF stealing millions. TLR, market makers like Citadel use payment for order flow to steal conservatively $7.2 million a week from apes, and you should be more angry about it. All new. So what is this DD? It's looking like a payment for order flow and explaining how Citadel, Virtue, and other market makers use it to steal millions of dollars a week from retail, and the broker that bad for you get effed over on two sides. Order jumpers use order open it share the 2 million pockets, and that's just Citadel. We
Something has to be done about this fucking shit. Just so Mac Attack, aka Boone Ross, he's doing a rebranding of his account. Did this DD. That turns out to be over half of this fucking idiot's channel, or video rather.
Willema Tim and Flow to sign guys.
Yeah, from 2 minutes to 8 minutes. So 6 minutes of the 8. So 75% of this video is Mac Attack's DD. And there's no linking to him. There's no linking to the post.
This is fake.
And the guy just reads through it.
The broker's account open a mail, in my opinion.
Word for word, evidently. Which is...
Anyway, hope people like this. I hope you guys enjoyed this.
So I've...
Like, this shit makes me lose my fucking mind, man. I mean, like...
Guess start
just like...
up a and off is a right now, so I had a with all day. If this is going to be, so we have
same shit here, where it's a Reddit post.
Hey,
there's no citation of it. Like, you're a fucking piece of shit if you do this, where you steal other people's hard work and then turn around and broadcast it to some form of audience that you profit from the attention of. This is fucked up, man. You're just a fucking piece of shit if this is okay with you, and if you're willing to participate in this, where you're 30,000 fucking views from something that you didn't work on, and you don't even credit the person who okay, here it is. After the part where you link your other video. So, how do we read things? Line by line. Okay, so what's the first line? Oh, your other video. And then the source. You're a fucking tool. You're a fucking tool. Where's the link? Where's the guy who did it? You're a fucking piece of shit if this is okay with you. I don't care who you are. I don't care what your fucking how much attention you have, how many subs you have, how many followers you have. I don't fucking care. I don't. I don't. Send them my way. Have them attack me. I don't give a shit. I don't fucking care. You're fucking awful if you think it's okay to do this kind of shit. Where you take other people's hard work and then turn around and cite it without giving them the attention they deserve. That's their work, not yours. It's the same way that media companies can't use someone else's footage without crediting them. Andrew's always been like that. Because I was watching him back in January through April. That was all his content was. That was literally all his content was. That's all he would do. He would read the new DD of the day. Astro, you're so ignorant. Don't you know data scientists read DD from Reddit? And by the way, Andrew has never done any... I've not seen a single piece from Andrew that involves any form of data science. Not once. And I've dug for it. I have tried to find videos of Andrew, Mo Money, actually doing some form of data science on his channel. Not one video.
So I've recently increased. So I've.
One. Oh, here he is, just taking a full interview. Two. Three. Four. Another, we'll call this 5 actually. Just taking a video.
Hey guys, we.
6.
Then.
7.
Hey.
Eight.
Hey you guys.
9. 10.
What did you?
So.
What did you want?
11.
That's. Got.
12. 13. 14. 15. 15.
Now.
Require on our platform.
Yeah, call this 16. Nah, stay at 15. 16.
Hey.
17.
This is
18.
Jessica's.
What was that? So it's a lot, which is what. Eastern Senate.
$19. 20. 20. Seriously? Like, this is, all of these tabs that I have up here are DD from somebody else on Reddit that this piece of shit has turned around and filmed into a video that doesn't even credit. No credit. Nowhere. Nope, not even a link. 0. No citation. Just fucking disgusting, man. He's getting attention to AMC, and that's all that matters. Is that all that matters? Is that all that matters? If you want to take that position, then why the fuck does he have a Webull affiliate link in his description? If you want to take the purist route of, oh, it's just attention to the stock, then why is he pushing for an exchange platform that totally takes away from the stock via payment for order flow, which has been documented and cited by AMC Bigums? In fact, it was a piece that I also worked on with him. All of his links are just affiliate links. Hey, here, the best options tool. Options Sonar. What, that's not the best options tool? Amazing. Ortex, huh? Giveaways and prizes. Oh my god! BlockFi. Oh, get free $250 in Bitcoin while there's still time. Oh my god, buy the dip. The premier trading tool with code AndrewMoMoney. Subscribe, please, because we like the stock. Wall Street Bets called with their shirt back. Oh my god. GME to the moon.shop. Oh my god. Yeah. Yep. I'm all for somebody making their bread. I'm all for somebody who's trying to actually share information on the stock. But when you don't credit those who are doing that, when you don't credit those who actually provide the information that is actionable and that reveals what's going on, you're a piece of shit. That's what frustrates me. He turned others people's honest DD into a business for free, and people just give him money for this when they should be crediting the actual person that provides the DD. Exactly. Exactly. It took me 2 minutes to find 21 videos that were randomly selected. I picked different parts of his YouTube career that ranged about 5 months. And there you go. All of his content is from other people's hard work. That's amazing. That's amazing. The dude easily makes hundreds, if not thousands of dollars a day just from YouTube ad revenue alone. God only knows what he makes from super chats. Via other people's hard work. I wonder if he took mine actually. Let's see if this fucking piece of shit took my DD and didn't credit me.
So
It's fucking bullshit clickbait titles. Gary Gensler ignores retail investors? Question mark?
The idea that
And freedom in our country.
Good content, dude. Good content. Good content. Yep. Can't imagine what this would be like without me going 10 seconds at a time. Okay, he's gone from 2 hours, 4 minutes, and 33 seconds.
we all manipulate.
Comes back. And
The Q&A right there.
yep, still not doing anything. Round of applause. I'm so glad that you're the one who gets all of the attention in this space instead of people like myself, or Mac Attack, or Bigums, or anybody else who actually fucking contributes. If this happened once every 3 or 4 videos, I'd be more understanding of it. But when that's like all your content is, and then you give yourself the label of a data scientist, which is even more asinine, you're no better than the fucking suits. You're just misleading. It's fucking smoke and mirrors, dude. Yo, Lost Tribe, tell me if you've ever seen this chart before in the past 48 hours. And then ask who I am. If you're on any Reddit, tell me if you've ever seen this chart before. Yeah, do you know who made it? But I bet you didn't see it for the first time from me, did ya? Huh, why do you give losers like Tribe attention instead of the rest of us? Ah! Yeah, like, here, I'm not saying you can't reference other people's DD. I'm not saying you can't use it. What I'm saying is, don't fucking milk it and profit off of it without at least linking the person who fucking came up with it. Okay. If you're bantering, good shit, because you actually got me. My bad. Yeah, or just asking, you know? No, man, you're good. You didn't get me fired up. I'm always like this. Yo, good luck in the meeting, Ross. Yeah, thank you, Jenny. Thank you for catching that one.